This conference will now be recorded.
Okay. Yesterday we learned about chart of accounts classification. One is assets, two series liabilities, three series equities, four series sales revenue, five purchase expenses or cost of goods, six expenses, seven other incomes, eight appropriation. This is the classification of chart of accounts classification. Okay, this is best as per the best practices. Microsoft has classified into like this, but you cannot force the customer like you need to follow this one. Customer, as per the customer wish, they can proceed, but you are going to propose this information like this is the best option. If they want differently, they can proceed. Okay, next, financial dimensions. Financial dimensions. It is financial dimensions are classified into three. One is operating units. In these operating units, we have business unit, cost center, department, cost center. Next, value stream, retail channel. These five are operating units. Next, masters. In this, you will find customer, customer group, vendor, vendor group, bank, bank group, like this. There are many things, etc. Okay, bank group, very few people, rather than this one we can use item group. Like there are so many things, to be frankly, like around 25 to 26 available. These can be used as a dimension. Third one is custom dimensions. Custom dimensions is whatever you want, you can create as a dimension. Okay, these are dimensions. This is chart of accounts classification. Now, accounting structure means accounting structure means main accounts plus financial dimensions. This combination is accounting structure or configure account structure. This is must if you want to post any transaction in the entire Dynamics F&O. In Dynamics F&O, if you post any single transaction, it is mandatory. It will validate this structure. This accounting structure will be validated. This accounting structure will be validated. Okay. So I will show you where these are available. Where are these available? I will show you in the system, and then we'll come to, like, once again, vendor invoice, vendor payment, customer invoice, customer payment. We need to understand a lot about that one. Let us understand those things in detail once again. So let me show you this where it is available. General ledger, general ledger, collapse. In chart of accounts, there is two things. One is chart of accounts, one is main accounts. Let me show you chart of accounts first. So I will show you shared chart of accounts. Here we'll have one series asset, one series asset. I'm scrolling down. All one series is assets. Look at this one. The ledger accounts. There are many ledger accounts. So this is, you can create our own number sequence. Next, 2 series, it was maintained as a liability. 2 series, it was maintained as liability. Next, 2 series. You are going to configure this one as per the client requirement. Next, 3 series, it is coming 3 series. It is equities. 3 series equities. 1 series assets, 2 series liability, 3 series equities. All these 1, 2, 3 are balance sheet items. Balance sheet items. 1, 2, 3 series. 4 series is revenue. 4 series is revenue. That is sales revenue. 4 series is sales revenue. Next, 5 series. After completion of 4 series, next 5 series, it is expenses. This is purchase expenses. Purchase expenses. This is through sales. Whatever you are getting money, that is sales revenue. And this is purchase expenses. Whatever you are spending money to purchase the material, that is purchase expenses. Next, after 5 series, 6 series is also expenses only. This is office expenses. 6 series is all are office expenditure. 6 series is office expenditure. So you will find 6 series a lot. There may be so many expenditure, because if I want to run my business, I need to spend money a lot for my employees and for my, there will be so many expenses. Next, 7 series. Once after completion of 6 series, see, in any organization 6 series will be more. Next, 7 series, it is revenue. This is other than sales, whatever you are getting revenue, that is other incomes. So other incomes is very less. 3 series and 7 series will be very less. Next, 8 series is appropriation. There are many things, many calculations you will do it. In this 8 series, there will be, some of them are expenses, some of them are liability, some of them are so many things. All, it's all. Next, so this is chart of accounts classification. So whether I need to follow the same? No, this is best practice only. So shared chart of accounts. But if you look at the Brazil chart of accounts are different. They are following 1.1, 1.1.1 differently. Chinese has different chart of accounts classification. They are following in differently. French has their own chart of accounts classification. So almost French is also like shade. India, we are following the normal standard. Japanese, they are following differently. So Malaysian people, they are using differently. Mexico, they are following differently. Russia has differently. So it is not like you need to follow the same, but majority countries or majority like countries in the world, they are following like that. So samples were given by Microsoft, the sample chart of accounts. So this is for the, as per the best practice it was given, but it is not mandatory you need to follow this one. You can create as per the client requirement. This chart of accounts accounts classification will be given by accountants to you. You need to propose this is the best practice. Suppose they are following like 1 series as expenses, 2 series is incomes, 3 series is sales revenue, 4 series is cost of goods. Yes, they can follow. There is no hard rule here. You need to follow 1 series is assets. but this is a best practice as per Microsoft. Understood? High level at least. Different chart of accounts. Now for this company, which chart of accounts are using? Means for this company, which chart of accounts means in the ledger setup, ledger, here the chart of accounts are shared chart of accounts. This is the chart of accounts using by this company. ESMF company is using shared chart of accounts. Actually, in this there are many chart of accounts, but only one chart of accounts can be used. So that one chart of account is shared chart of accounts. So whatever it was mapped, you will see that one here in the main accounts. In main accounts, you will find this chart of accounts. Okay, you will understand slowly. I know it is a little bit like one day, if you look at this one at one like one time, you may not understand everything, but slowly you will understand this. So simply you need to remember this sequence. Of course, the client may follow differently, even though it is they are following differently. For learning purpose, for you need to practice this: 1 assets, 2 liabilities, 3 equities, 4 sales revenue, 5 purchase expenses or cost of goods, 6 expenses, 7 other incomes, and 8 appropriation. Okay, fine. Next, if you go here, financial dimensions, chart of accounts, dimensions, financial dimensions. If you click new, so first one is operating units, means as I told you, business unit, department, cost center, and then value stream and retail channel and value stream. These all are operating units. Next, there are many things: customer group, bank accounts, fixed asset group, item group, vendor group. Like there are many masters. These all are masters. These masters can be used as a dimension. Otherwise, one thing, custom dimension, this is as per your requirement, you can create your own dimension. So this is financial dimensions. These are financial dimensions. Next, accounting structure, configure account structure. Here, configure account structures or accounting structure, both are same. Configure account structure is, if you click here any one, if you click inside, you will find main accounts with the dimension. So let me show you another one. Manufacturing BS. I'm clicking on manufacturing BS. This accounts main like business unit and department. I'm using business unit and department. So here there are many structures. Which structure is belongs to this company? If I want to understand which structures are belong to this company, if I want to understand, then I need to go to once again ledger form, ledger setup, ledger form. In this you will find manufacturing BS, manufacturing PL, and then statistical. Manufacturing BS means, if I click here, in this from 1 series to 3 series, that means 1 lakh to 4 lakhs, or it is business unit and department I have mapped. For other one, manufacturing P&L, if you go inside, it is mapped with the business unit, department, cost center, item group. This is we will configure as per the client requirement. We are going to configure these things. Okay, this is about brief about main accounts and accounting structure. Main accounts, financial dimensions and accounting structure. I know this topic is a little bit boring, but you need to understand. This is must, you need to understand. Next, so if you want to become a finance consultant, minimum requirement is vendor invoice how to post, vendor payment how to post, customer invoice and customer payment. This is most important. If it is a vendor invoice, I told you like there are 4 different ways. One is invoice journal. Let us recap. Invoice journal. So if it is invoice journal, what will be debit and what will be credit? We need to remember what will be debit and what will be credit. Vendor account will be credited. Why? Why vendor account will be credited? Because I am receiving material. That material may be a A4 stationery or Xerox machines or washing machines or anything. Here, if it is invoice journal, non-stocked item, I mean to say without any item. Without any item means, suppose expense items I am purchasing. The best example is water bottles or A4 stationery I am purchasing. Otherwise, notepads. Otherwise, pens I am purchasing. I need to arrange these facilities to employees, my employees. So I am purchasing this material. Then for this material, I need to pay money. So we know like golden rules. Debit means what comes in. Credit means what goes out. So I need to pay money. That is the reason credit. So debit means positive, credit means minus. This is mathematics. Plus and minus mathematics, and this is commerce. Debit means what comes in, credit means what goes out. So I need to pay money. That is the reason vendor account credit. Now expense account debit. So expenses account debtor to vendor account credit. Suppose in case if it is purchase order to invoice, second process, purchase order to invoice. In this we are using item. So here I am purchasing laptops or washing machines or mobiles, something. Then here once again to vendor account I need to pay money. And my inventory is increasing. My inventory value will be increased. My stock value. Inventory account debtor to vendor account credit. If it is a purchase order invoice. If it is invoice journal, it is expenses account debtor to vendor account. Understood? Any confusion here? These two. This is commerce, but you need to be very much clear about these two. Expenses account debtor to vendor account credit. Why it is vendor account is credit means I need to pay money for this expense items. These are not expense items, these are inventory items. So that is the reason I am updating inventory account debtor to vendor account credit. If it is a vendor payment, my bank balance or cash balance will be decreased because I am doing payment. My bank balance or cash balance will be decreased, then vendor account will be debited. So if it is a vendor payment, vendor account debtor to cash or bank credit. Vendor account debtor to cash or bank account credit. If it is a customer invoice, then from the customer I am going to receive money. So customer account debtor to sales revenue account credit. From the customer I am going to receive money because I have issued material, I have provided service, whatever it may be. So from the customer I am going to receive money. If it is invoice means I am going to receive money. Customer account debtor to. Customer payment means my cash balance or bank balance will be increased. Customer balance will be decreased because customer is paying money. Customer is paying money means I am receiving money by cash or bank. So customer account debtor, cash or bank account debtor to customer account credit. These four you should know. It is must. Without this knowledge also many people are becoming finance consultants, but my students should know about these four transactions: vendor invoice, vendor payment, customer invoice, customer payment. This is most important. So let me show you this one quickly. Invoice journal, vendor invoice journal. So if you want to post this one, we need to go to accounts payable module, collapse all, invoices, invoice journal. Click on new button, select the journal name. This is we are going to configure as per the client requirement. We are going to configure, this is as per the client requirement. Click on lines. Select the vendor account. Click tab, and here invoice number, because you have received invoice copy, that invoice number I need to enter. Invoice date, invoice number, and then click tab. You need to enter, I have purchased suppose notepads. Notepads, notebooks I have purchased, otherwise notebooks purchased. So here we have discussed, if it is invoice, vendor account will be credited and expense account will be debited. So vendor account credit, I have purchased, this is like $120. Notebooks I have purchased a bunch of notebooks, $120. Now expenses, it is office expenditure. Office expenditure. If you have, suppose instead of office expenditure, you can have suppose expenses like expenses for notebooks. If you have ledger account, that account will be selected. Anyhow, this will be done by accountants. You are not going to post these transactions. You should know how to post. Okay, expenses account debtor to vendor account credit.
So, Satya, one question. This offset account and expense account came automatically by typing the notebook, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Not from there, it is from here. It is from the vendor account. In the vendor account, the setups are there. So if you want default, to the vendor account, you can map that vendor account. In the vendor accounts, there will be a default offset account. This is settings.
Okay.
By default, not so, but in the vendor account, we have offset accounts. Let me show you now. Invoice and deliver, I think. Here.
Okay.
This
So whenever I will select this vendor, it will automatically come. And this
Yes.
can be, I can also change, right?
Yes, this can be changed. This can be changed. Yes.
On invoice level also, invoice general also. Here also I can change, right?
Yeah, here you can change at any point of time. Suppose I don't want this one, I can change now itself. And click here.
Oh,
Now
man.
you can filter like you can remove this one. This going here. You can enter whatever you want. Suppose I want 601 200 something. I can enter. This is another account.
Clear.
So you can do whatever you want. It's not an issue. And taxes, we'll discuss this one. We need to map sales tax group and item sales tax group. What is this? We'll discuss later. We are posting invoice now. So discount is available. This discount also you will understand later. I'm skipping this discount for time being. Now you can click on post. Let me verify. Actually, there is approver that is not selected. Okay, it is budget funds. Actually, there is a budget funds available. That is the reason it is telling. So I don't want you to go with that budgeting. We'll discuss that one later. Normal 606,300. That you will understand later. Now I'm posting. For this, there is no budget funds. So budgeting, what is that budgeting? You will understand later, not now. In the end of the sessions, at that time you will understand. Now, if you verify the voucher, so if you verify office expenses 606,300 account is debit and vendor balance is credit. Actually, if you look at this one, vendor balance is coming like 200,110. 200,110, but we have selected vendor 1001. We have selected vendor 1001, but if you go inside the instead of vendor account 1001, it is showing 200,110. That is a concept called ledger subledger concept. Ledger subledger concept that I will explain you later. This is one more topic, important topic, most important. We'll discuss this one later. But it is instead of 1001 vendor, it is posting to 200,110. How it is posting means it is available in vendor posting profiles. In setup, vendor posting profiles. Here there is setups. Based on these setups, it is posting to this account 200,110. This account. So how it is posting, this you will understand later. Time being, you don't know about ledger subledger concept. At a time, you cannot learn everything in one shot. Slowly you will understand. It will take some time to understand. But this is expenses account data to vendor account credit. It is minus. Now, and one more thing, yesterday I have discussed like accounting currency, reporting currency, transaction currency. This is transaction currency. This is accounting currency. and I will add reporting currency also. Give me 1 second. There is a double T here, small mistake. Enter. Reporting currency, not one. 1 minute. Amount in reporting currency. This is not required. So yesterday we have discussed about 3 currencies. Okay, one is in amount in transaction currency, amount in accounting currency, amount in reporting currency. I can bring here so that you can see together. So this one is transaction currency, this one is accounting currency, this one is reporting currency. 3 currencies, every transaction will be stored. Understood? These 3 currencies. Yeah.
Satya, where it is showing which currency? I mean, currency is USD here. It applies to what? Amount in transaction currency, I believe.
So
correct?
always it will show transaction currency here. This is the transaction currency, but accounting currency and reporting currency, it will be like, let me show you in ledger form, general ledger setup, ledger setup, ledger. Here accounting currency is USD, reporting currency is USD, and the transaction currency also USD. That is the reason there is no change in the values, all are same. If it is differently, then it will show you. One is transaction currency, reporting currency, and accounting currency.
I think by custom we can add the currency also before this, like this amount in reporting currency and in which currency.
See,
Currency also here.
amount in, like amount in like see here, these two are freeze. Accounting currency and reporting currency is fixed, so it will not change. That is the reason they are not giving this one. It is not required to display. Understood? Amount in accounting currency, amount in reporting currency cannot be modified in between. You cannot modify. It is already freezed. Whenever you are starting a business, you need to mention to the. That is the reason we are not showing those two currency, but amounts we are showing. But transaction currency will be vary based on transaction. Okay?
So for tax reporting purposes, which currency do you use?
Taxes will be in the local currency. Agree with me?
Yeah. So will it be reporting or?
Taxes will be in accounting currency only. The taxes will be posted in accounting currency. I mean to say, suppose I'm running my business in India, even though if I'm exporting to Dubai, my tax currency, like one is accounting currency INR only, there will not be any change. Reporting currency, whatever you are adding, that reporting currency will be shown, and the transaction currency is also in INR will be posted. INR will be posted.
So still a bit confused about reporting currency. So in this organization, for example, you're restricting the organization to trade with UAE only, because just we are only restricting the organization in accounting and reporting.
Can you take any example, like in which country your company is there?
So, for example, I'll take Accenture. Accenture is a global company, right? It has a out of the US. It has country headquarters in India.
But actually, transactions will be posted for India. It will be posted in India INR. Agree with me? Company will be created in India. If it is India company, I will map accounting currency as INR. Agree with me?
Yeah.
Reporting currency, it will be in US dollars. Suppose I want to consolidate as US dollars, I will create USD as a reporting currency. Now, if you are exporting to Dubai, then it is AED, Arab Emirate Dirhams is the currency. Am I right? For
Right.
vendor transaction, this currency will be AED, and for customer, we are exporting means we are for customers. For customer transaction, it is INR, and reporting currency will be US dollars, and accounting like transaction currency is AED. But for taxes, we are exporting. It will be like INR. It will be converted into INR, and accounting currency will be INR only. Reporting currency is USD. That will not be changed, and transaction currency, it may be INR, because the taxes will be paid to Indian government. It is not for Dubai. Agree with me?
Yeah.
That's it.
So basically subsidiaries and the primary, right? The headquarters with its branches. That's the concept here.
I'm not getting clearly. Can you please elaborate what it means, like headquarters? And here, see,
So,
I'm
so
telling like, yeah, yes, please.
yeah, I'm sorry. So what I mean is like primarily, suppose you take a global firm like Accenture, their headquarters are out of US or Bahamas, whichever the place is. Ultimately, that's where they will incur the income or expenses for their tax benefits, and everybody else is a subsidiary. US is a subsidiary to that. India is a subsidiary to that. So reporting will go into Bahamas, but their accounting will be done locally to the local country.
Yes, 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 exactly. So you are missing like you are like introducing like consolidation process. That consolidation process I will discuss with you after some time, not now. Most probably after 1.5 months. Whatever you are talking like subsidiary companies or child company or daughter company, those discussions will discuss after some time. That is consolidation process. It is too early to discuss this one. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
And the purchase guy or store guy posted one invoice. Can we able to pay for based on that invoice?
Come again, your question. Purchase guy.
Purchase guy or store guy posted one invoice. Can we able to pay amount based on that invoice?
Yes, yes, that is this one.
No need to check again a physical copy or anything.
So see, actually, that is you are talking about reconciliation, the copy reconciliation. That is offline. System will not do anything. If you want to do payment, yes, you can do. System will allow you to post the like see against this invoice, you are going to pay money. All right. This is your your ask. Yes, it is possible. It is possible, but system will not verify the reconciliation process. Reconciliation process is always manual. Okay. And one more thing, to minimize the reconciliation, that is the reason we are entering invoice number. Invoice number we are entering, that is to minimize and it will not allow you to duplicate. Duplicate invoice number will not be allowed. Yeah, that restrictions are there. Fine. Okay. So, okay, some people, maybe remaining people may be confused about those words, about one consolidation and another one. So it is, I have not discussed the topics. I will discuss this one later, but I have given clarification to them only. So everyone, are you able to follow me, like vendor invoice journal, how to post? So let me show once again quickly one more invoice journal. So accounts payable module, collapse all, invoices, invoice journal, click on new, select the journal name, click on lines, select the vendor account, here date is coming automatically. Of course, my application is US based, that is the reason it is showing 22nd, but actually in India it is 23rd, but in USA it is 22nd night. So click on tab and invoice number. This invoice number, it will not allow you duplicate. Suppose I have entered already invoice number and I am entering once again the same number, it will throw error message. That is reconciliation. Shiva, here if I enter once again the same invoice number, it will throw error message. Okay, if you want, I will show you that one. Let me show that the same number and it will throw error message. Let me show this one. The previous one I have posted. Let me go.
It is purely
here.
vendor based, right?
Yes, vendor based, exactly. So for 629, we have already posted one transaction. For vendor account 1001, I have entered like vendor invoice number, this one. Let me try to post the same number once again with vendor 1001. For this vendor account 1001, I will choose. Now click OK. Now I'm trying to enter the same number, whatever I have entered. Okay, now it is $55 something. Fine. Now I'm trying to post. So it is throwing error message, and what it is telling, like invoice VI 50-01 is already used. This is restrictions. Is it clear, Shiva?
Yes.
Okay, it is stopping. So you are not allowed the same number repeatingly, because you have already invoice is generated, which you have already received from the vendor, that is already generated. You are trying to do duplicate, which is creates problems. So it will not allow you. This is also setups. Based on the setups, it will be processed.
So can we use the same invoice number for the different account?
Yes.
You have used the 1001.
Yes, we can.
1002.
Yes, for 1002 we can use. Suppose I am doing this one for 1002, because 1002 vendor has sent me this invoice number. Suppose I am entering 606300. So now for 1002, I am using the same invoice number and different. Now I am posting, it will allow me. Without any error, it will allow me. So that is also set up in accounts payable parameters. These setups you will understand later. So here you can map. Reject duplicate. Understood? Reject duplicate. If you map accept duplicates, it will allow you to post. So always the best practice is reject. By default, it will be here reject duplicate only. Okay, Shiva?
And one more thing.
Yeah.
Suppose financial year close. Suppose March 31st financial year close.
So this one, reject duplicates fiscal year. So next year you want to allow, am I right?
Accenture, yeah, Accenture given last year 1, 2, 3, 4 invoice to our company. Again, same Accenture given 1, 2, 3, 4 another means next year.
So then you can map this one. Reject duplicates within fiscal year. If it is within the year, then it will stop. If it is other than this year, it will allow you. Make sense?
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. So that is depending upon the client requirement, you can configure. See, this is for rejecting duplicates forever. This is within the financial year. Okay.
Yeah.
Satya, we can change anytime this particular setup, right?
So these setups will not be given for all users. This will be given for specific users only. For business users, key persons will have these setups, and they will not do modifications every day.
Yeah.
If they want to change, yeah, yes please, yes please.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
So if you want to change, you need to have many approvals. Then only it will be like some key persons will do these modifications based on like once the initially very first 1 month whenever you are implementing during implementation process, go live process, they will map this one. If you want to change, then there will be many approvals. Then only they will change. Some key persons will be handle these setups. Make sense?
So question for this approval. So is there any approval process or means
in system there is no approvals, but whoever is changing, this will be given for 1 or 2 users. So
okay,
that users will not modify immediately. If you ask the user, he will not modify. He will take email approvals.
Fine, got it.
Yeah. Fine. So this is vendor invoice. Now we will do vendor payment. Yeah. Anything else?
Satya.
Yeah.
The last question. Suppose in voucher also I want approval process. Is it possible in this particular system?
Actually, yeah. Let me show you. So vendor payments. Suppose payment journal. Click new. Vendor payment I'm selecting. This is one journal name. So for this journal name, if I click, this is a configurable. As I told you, this is we can configure as per the client requirement. But in this, if I click here, one second, the cursor is not moving properly. Let me go directly. It is taking some time. So this is configurable in general ledger. In general ledger, collapse all, journal setups, journal names. Here AP invoice like vendor payment, whatever it is there, this vendor payment is configurable here. Vendor payment. So in this vendor payment, we have, if you want workflow approvals, we can have approvals, workflow approvals. This is single approval earlier. Want workflow approvals? Here it is workflow approvals also available. If you want, you can create.
Okay. So this will you will cover later session, right?
Yes.
Workflow
Yes.
and other things.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Because how to create this journal name, I need to explain you that you will understand after 1 month. You are going to learn, because I will create a new company and I will do all the setups. At that time, you are going to learn one by one.
Fine.
So go to lines. Select the vendor account 1001. Click tab. Now you can enter amount directly, or you can click on settle transactions. And already invoiced, you can select already invoiced transactions, which we have posted already earlier, just now, before some time we have posted. Click OK. Then that amount is coming debit. So we know, like, while doing vendor payment, our cash or bank will be decreased and vendor account debit. Vendor account debit and cash or bank credit. Okay, for this cash or bank, there is a method of payment. I need to explain you this method of payment, but not now. Later you are going to learn this method of payment. I am removing this method of payment check. Time being, there are so many things inside you need to understand about method of payment. I will discuss this one later. So bank USMF operations. Now I can post. Click on voucher. So this is here, bank account is credited, vendor account debited. So vendor account data to cash or bank credit. So here it is showing bank credit. But here also, actually I have selected a bank called USMF operations. But if you go inside, it is actually bank account is 110110. So this is also once again ledger subledger concept that you will understand after some time. I need to explain you one of the concept. This is ERP concepts. This is ERP concept, not only Dynamics AX or not only Dynamics F&O. You will find this one in many ERPs, SAP, Oracle Apps, Tally, Wings, Focus. There are many ERPs. This is one concept, ledger and subledger. I will discuss this one later. Okay, in one shot you cannot learn everything. It is complex. It is complex to learn in one shot. Slowly you are going to learn this vendor invoice, vendor payment, customer invoice, customer payment. Tomorrow I will discuss about customer invoice and customer payments. Okay, so I'm stopping here for today. Anyone has any doubts, please? And from tomorrow onwards, you will be allowed, if you pay fee for which course you are paying, that one only you will be allowed, and otherwise you will not be allowed. From tomorrow onwards, you need to pay fee. Then only I have created one group, one WhatsApp group. In that group, it will be provided. New meeting ID will be created by Institute, and it will be shared in that group. And you need to join that new GoToMeeting ID. Okay. Yeah. Anything else? Anyone, please?
So
Yes,
just
sir. I have a question.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, there are we can create the purchase order from two, the procurement and sourcing, and from that account payable. So why this interface has been provided from two ends? Is there
Okay,
any
fine.
specific purpose or?
Sure. So actually, uh, purchase order creation, purchase order confirmation, product receipt, vendor invoice. Okay. Actually, purchase order creation, confirmation, product receipt is part of T&L, trade and logistics. Then it should be exist in procurement and sourcing module. And invoice will be a part of finance. Invoice is a part of finance. Then it should be exist in accounts payable module. That is the reason this is available in both accounts payable and procurement and sourcing. Make sense?
Yeah.
So this is a part of finance, and this is a part of trading. Like I mean to say, trade and logistics.
Okay, but we can create the PO from AP also.
Yes, both are same mirror images. Those procurement, sourcing, and accounts payable module are mirror images. If you are creating in procurement sourcing, it will be available in accounts payable module. If you are creating in accounts payable module, it will be available in procurement sourcing module.
Yeah.
Both are same. Yeah.
I have
Anything
one
else?
question.
Yes, please.
Yeah, like we'll be configuring the chart of accounts and then the accounting structure, which is the main accounts and financial dimensions. So how we will know like what is required and what is not required in those, and how we will map those things?
How is not required, how is required means, can you please elaborate? What is your
Like you will be like configuring all the accounts in that series, right? Let's say there are 10 accounts in that series, for example, assets. So like all the 10 we have to like configure there, and like where we will be using these, like
let me go to this one. I'm a little bit confused about your question, maybe from my side or from. So you are talking about chart of accounts or main accounts? Chart of accounts.
Chart of accounts. Let's take example of chart of accounts.
Third chart of accounts is I'm using this chart of accounts I'm using for this USMF company. For this is USMF company, I'm using this one. Now tell me your question.
Yeah, like do we have to create all these main accounts for each and every time for each legal entity?
So that is, you are talking about enterprise level data. I will discuss this one. I'm introducing the word enterprise level data.
Okay.
This I will explain you later. Enterprise level data or cross company data. One of the topic I need to explain you. Okay, it is too early to answer this question. We can use it. Reusability of master data. Reusability of master data is enterprise level data. If you understand that concept, then you can understand we can use the same set of chart of accounts for multiple legal entities.
And like where we'll be mapping all these like?
So in this ledger form, because you are asking about after 1 month session, whatever it is there, that information you are discussing now, it is too early to explain you, but I'm giving you clarifications only, but not explanation. Okay. In the ledger form, here you are going to decide. In this I have mapped shared. I need to explain you this one a lot. This is ledger form is equal to head, human being head. In human being, without head, human being cannot survive. In the same manner, Dynamics AX or Dynamics F&O will not work without this one. This is most important. You need to understand each and everything clearly after some time, not now. Okay. Slowly I'm introducing these words. Yeah, yes, please.
Yeah, is it possible to discuss with you one-to-one, because my experience is different, and I have 4 years of experience in different field. So shall I discuss one-to-one or in the call only?
Yeah, you can discuss with one-to-one with me, but
Yes.
you can, if you pay fee, then they will share my number and your number will be shared. If you are not paid fee,
Today is my first class actually. Even I didn't just now I logged in. So sorry.
You can call institute. They will arrange a conference call. They will arrange a conference call. We can discuss.
Okay, sir. At what time you are free? Because even after 1 hour also my 9 to 9:30 I'm going to log in. So till 8, so I'm going to. So that's the reason it.
In 5-10 minutes. In 5-10 minutes. If you share your mobile number to institute, you can inform, and within 5 minutes I will inform them, like once the session is completed, immediately they will arrange it.
Yeah. Okay. Sure. Okay. Okay. Thank you, sir.
So yeah, I have one more question.
Please.
Yeah. The thing is, you have created vendor invoice journal first, and then you went to the vendor payment.
Yes.
So like this vendor invoice journal is same as like you post the invoice through normal purchase order process. Is it the same?
Same, but same. It is a difference. There is a difference. If you look at this one, I told you clearly, this is, you are not selecting any item. I'm purchasing water bottles. I'm purchasing A4 stationery. I'm purchasing notepads. This is not for trading item. Means I'm not selling these items. I'm consuming these items for my employees. Then this is without any item. If you want to do without any item, you are going to use this function. If you are purchasing a trading item, means I'm purchasing and I'm selling, then it is a trading item. Then it is a different scenario. So there are 4 different ways. 2 more ways available in the system. Third one is pending vendor invoice. Fourth one is invoice register and approval journal. So in different scenarios, you are going to use differently. So I need to explain you one by one. So currently you have learned this one. In T&L, people are learning this one. But I need to explain all these things. Why I need to use, why in the system 4 different ways available. What is the purpose? You need to understand. Then you can understand. These are the 4 different ways we can do invoice.
Okay, thank you. Got it.
Yeah. Yes, please. Someone else is asking.
Hey, Satya, so just to recap, there's a one-to-one map between a legal entity and a ledger, and ledger ties your chart of accounts and your financial dimensions to an accounting structure. Is that relationship correct?
Yes, yes. So that relationship is whatever I have shown just now in this ledger form. In this form, you are mapping one-to-one relation. Chart of accounts versus legal entity, and legal entity versus accounting currency and reporting currency, and accounting structures. Accounting structures you can map multiple. Even it is a multiple, it will not allow duplicate. I mean to say, if you look at this one, I need to explain you a lot. In this 1 series to up to 39999. The next one, it is starting with 4 series. It will not allow 3 series here. Duplicate not allowed. So that is, I need to explain you more, because today from last 2 to 3 days I have introduced, and you are going to learn in depth by coming days. In coming days we are going to learn. Okay, fine. Yeah, anything else, please?
What's the duration of this course? I joined today. Today is my first class.
So it will be like 2 to 2.5 months minimum. It will be morning 6 a.m. to 7 a.m. for T&L, trade and logistics, and 7 to 8 a.m. IST, that is IST for finance, and this will be Monday to Friday. Friday, and this will be minimum 8 weeks, maximum maybe 10 weeks. It may be extended one more week also. I cannot give you end dates commitment. The reason behind, if people are asking many questions, it may be prolonged.
Okay, so this course is together with TNL and finance.
So TNL course fee is different and finance course fee is different. You can discuss with institute.
Okay.
It means 2 months to 2.5 months. 2 months to 2.5 months. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Anything else, please? Anyone? So if you pay fee, recording sessions will be provided by institute. So you can go through that recording sessions if you pay fee. 2-3 sessions already over. So that sessions you can get it recorded sessions from institute. Yeah.
So if I have any questions further, I can contact you, right, on the recording sessions.
Yeah, you can ask in the sessions. It will, if you are asking many questions, it will be helpful to the entire team, not for you. Not only for you, I mean to say not only for you, it will be helpful to the entire team if you are asking questions. Yeah. Anything else, please? If nothing, then we can wind up for the session today. We'll connect once again tomorrow morning, 7 a.m. IST. See you. Bye.